Play that shit.
Who you think you playing with? I won't show my hand, bitch. Niggas hang mad, envy me, and I can't stand it.
Hey man, say man, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Quinzo, aka Quiz the Plug, man. I'm back here with another banger, man. And say we got another Michael Jordan reaction. Today we got 23 Michael Jordan records that will never be broken. Y'all know Jordan got some crazy records, bro, but I honestly don't know how many he got, so we finna see, man. If I sound crazy, it's because my nose stuffed, so I'm kind of sick, so that's why I sound like this. But before we get into it, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. Follow all my social in the description down below. We gotta go. Let's get into it. Let's see how goated this man was. All these records, bro. 23 records. He probably got more than that.
After watching every episode of The Last Dance, many might feel inspired, motivated, and hungry for greatness and success. 20 plus years since Michael Jordan hit the last shot. I
remember when I called this shot a push off, bro. Y'all killed me in the comments, bro. Y'all said dude that got pushed off. He said it wasn't a push off, but bro, that's a push off, bro.
With the Chicago Bulls, the 98 finals, still the highest rated finals game in NBA history. Throughout the 70 plus years of the National Basketball Association, Jordan is widely regarded as the greatest player all time. His legacy even greater to this day. How's it going, guys? My name's Wilson. MJ has accomplished things that are out of this world. His greatness and performance speaks for itself. With that said, here are 23 Michael Jordan records that will never be broken. 6-0 in the NBA Finals, alongside 6 Finals MVP.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't think nobody can ever do that again. That's I ain't gonna lie, that's probably the best record to ever have, bro. 6-0 with 6 MVPs.
As the leader of the team, the only players to have won more rings with a perfect finals record: Tom Sanders, Casey Jones, John Havlicek, and Robert Horry, 3 of them with the Boston Celtics. Teammate Scottie Pippen was always the second option under Mike. The disputed leader and captain of the Bulls teams. Compared to all the other greats, Kobe Bryant went 5-2 in the finals. Tim Duncan 5-1, having 6 finals MVPs, the most all time. Jordan was by far the best player. Every one of those series wasn't even a question. Never outscored in the final series, rejected championships to his superstar opponents. A lot of Hall of Famers were prevented from winning because of MJ's dominance. The second most finals MVPs.
That's facts. My name Kareem. Yeah, that's facts. Kareem got lucky that Jordan retired. That's how he got his 2 rings, bro. Because if Jordan never retired, bro, Jordan would have had like 10 rings, bro. If you really think about it, bro, he would have won every year in the 90s, bro. No cap.
Winning because of MJ's dominance. The second most finals MVPs, currently a 4-way tie between Duncan, LeBron, Magic, and Shaq. 10-time scoring champion. The best scorer.
Hold on, he got more than doubled in a second. He got double the amount than Magic, Tim Duncan, Shaq, and Bron. That's tough.
Duncan, LeBron, Magic, and Shaq. 10-time scoring champion. The best scorer in NBA history. Is almost impossible for any player to manage winning this many scoring titles.
10 scoring titles? They all back. Is they all back to back? Oh nah, he's because he retired, bro. What? He could have had even more if he ain't retired.
Let alone half.
That's OD.
Even some of the top 5 scorers all time. Kobe Bryant only has 2, Kevin Durant 4. The only player to come close, Will Chamberlain in the 60s, 7 straight seasons. In an era where there wasn't as many teams, Will never won a title in any of those seasons. If Jordan wouldn't have retired in his prime, without question, he would have won 12 total. Unless there is a human cheat code, this record will hold forever. The most points per game in NBA history, 30.1, slightly ahead of Will Chamberlain, and that's even counting his 2 Wizards years. Just counting his Bulls years alone, 31.5 points. If he decided to fully walk away at 35, Jordan and Will are in a class of their own. It's almost impossible for future superstars to sustain a 30-point career average unless they retire in their primes. The only other player besides MJ and Will with more than 3 scoring titles, Allen Iverson, Kevin Durant, and George Gervin.
I ain't know George Gervin was on this list. I know about George Gervin only because NBA 2K, bro, but I know about him a little bit. I wouldn't expect him to be on this list though. Y'all see KD. Y'all see KD right there. The GOAT. One of the GOATs, man.
Gervin, each with 4. The most points per game in the playoffs. With all his great scoring accomplishments, many teams don't tend to play as hard in the regular season. But Jordan won up.
Hey, that's one thing about Jordan. He elevated in the playoffs. A lot of players, their points drop. He elevated. Another reason why he the GOAT, bro.
Game during winning time, averaged an astonishing 33.4 points postseason. Insanely impressive. In today's free scoring style, players can easily score more points, but reaching Jordan's status almost impossible. A couple players might average over 30 points in some postseason runs, but doing so 12 of his 13 seasons, making the playoffs, absolutely insane. The only year he didn't average 30 in the playoffs, his rookie season, 29.3 points against the Bucks, going up against two-time Defensive Player of the Year.
He averaged 30 in every playoff series he was in except for his rookie year. That's tough, bro. Like,
going up against
I can't even say nothing.
Defensive Player of the Year, Sidney Moncrief, the most points per game in an NBA Finals series.
Ooh, y'all told me about Sidney Moncrief. I knew about him, but I didn't know he was a lockdown defender. I might have to do some research into that.
Sidney Moncrief, the most points per game in an NBA Finals series. 1993, 41 points on 51% shooting, a 4-2 win against the Phoenix Suns to maintain that level.
41 on 52 shooting or whatever he just said. Oh my God, bro. Have LeBron even averaged 40 in the... Hey, Jordan different, bro.
Of greatness for consecutive games is unheard of. Many times a superstar might drop 50 in a postseason game, but their next game will be forgotten since it will be nowhere near as high. After a 42-point Game 2 win, Jordan worked his magic, 44 in Game 3, bounced back with 55 in Game 4.
Gave Charles Barkley 40 a game.
Destroyed anybody who dared guard him. Whether it was Dan Marley, Richard Dumas, Danny Ainge, it didn't matter. An extraordinary output, drawing an era built on defense. Very unlikely a player will average 40 in a final series, especially winning the finals. Outscoring 269 of his 270 playoff opponents, over 99.6% of them in all his title years.
That was like, what, his second year or his rookie year? The only time he got outscored? He got outscored by Terry Cummings? Bro, I know who that is for some reason. How do I know who that is? Didn't he play for the Bucks? Yeah, the Bucks.
Or late 80s,
how do I know who that is?
In the first round or the finals, every series Jordan dominated and averaged more points than any one of his opponents. Besides his rookie season, where Bucks forward Terry Cummings averaged 29.5 points, just 0.2 points more than Jordan during the 85 first round series. From then on, MJ always got the best of his opponents, even the best scorers that came after him. Shaquille O'Neal was the first option during Kobe's younger years. LeBron even got outscored by Jason Terry in the finals. Kevin Durant's also been out.
We ain't gonna talk about LeBron getting outscored by Jason Terry. We're not gonna talk about that. That was just, we're gonna forget about that.
Outscored a couple series as well. The most MVPs and Finals MVPs trophies combined, 11
was that 12?
Total. There's a legit argument Jordan could have easily won 2 or 3 more regular season MVPs. The year Magic Johnson won it in 1990. Charles Barkley in 93, Karl Malone in 97. Jordan just decided to torch 2 of the best power forwards during his era in the finals. The 2.
My bad. Look, I'm just looking at the gameplay right now. Look at that pump fake, bro. I heard what he said about Jordan could have won 2 MVPs.
The best power forwards during his era in the finals. The
3
2
more,
players
whatever.
that comes close is Kareem's 8, having 6 regular season MVPs and 2 finals MVPs. LeBron James, currently 35 years old,
3 and
has
4.
7 total, 4 regular season MVPs, 3 finals MVPs. The most NBA trophies combined, 22 total. Jordan simply takes care of business.
22
on both
trophies?
sides of the floor. There will simply never be another Michael Jordan.
Nah, for
6
real.
titles, 6 finals MVPs, 5 regular season MVPs, 1 Defensive Player of the Year honor, Rookie of the Year, and 3-time All-Star game.
6, 5 MVPs. It just, bro, that Defensive Player of the Year, that's what solidifies him as GOAT for real, bro. Like, he is a guard with a Defensive Player of the Year award. That's crazy, bro. One of the best scorers and defenders, bro. Like, that's just, it's impossible to do, bro. To have that same energy on both sides.
22 trophies. The second most, Bill Russell, 17 total in 13 seasons. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 15. LeBron James, 14. The highest career PER, 27.91. Player efficiency rating, measures a player's per minute performance, adjusting for pace. So far, the players behind him, LeBron James, 27.
Anthony Davis at 3. These type of stats y'all go off. Hey.
25.2. Anthony Davis, 27.5. James, at the twilight of his career, likely won't catch up, has a 26 PER in the 2020 season. MJ, the only player to win MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and the scoring title the same season, the 87-88 season. MJ, at the height of his athleticism, the NBA has never seen a player so dominant on both ends of the floor, almost impossible to win a scoring title and Defensive Player of the Year.
What does that make? Look at this mate. Look at his
stats
too.
Impossible to win a scoring title and Defensive Player of the Year alone 35. In the same season. Hakeem Olajuwon remains the only player to win MVP and DPOY the same year. Although a couple current players have a chance in doing so, none of those would win the scoring title as well. Matter of fact, the last leading scorer to even crack a defensive team during the same season, Dwayne Wade, back in 2009. David Robinson's the only other scoring champion other than Jordan to win the Defensive Player of the Year award, winning it averaging 35 points a game. Nobody else will ever come close. The only player to record 3,000 points, 200 steals, and 100 blocks in a single season, 86-87, just ignore the points for a minute. The only other player other than Jordan to record 200 steals and 100 blocks, teammate Scottie Pippen, and Rockets Hakeem Olajuwon. Both those guys only did it once. MJ did it twice, also the following year. After the 87 season, no one else reached 3,000 total points in the regular season. The only player to average over 40 points for multiple playoffs.
That's tough. I feel like eventually somebody gonna have more than 3,000 points in the season. Somebody gonna break that, bro. Like, I feel like KD could do that if he stayed, like, he get injured too much to break that record. You got to play all 82 games like he used to do to beat that record. That's the only reason why it's so hard, bro. Like, these stars don't play every game, bro. They so injury prone nowadays with all this advanced medicine and all this stuff. And y'all get injured way more than the old guys. But the old guys used to play through their injuries too, so that's another thing.
Series. Only 5 players all time put up over 40 in a postseason matchup. The others, Elgin Baylor, Jerry West, Rick Barry, Bernard King, and the GOAT. All these greats done it just once. While Jordan did it 5 different times, nobody else since the 93 finals averaged more than 40 for an entire series. Even in today's era, the closest anybody came since LeBron James 38.5 points against the Magic 2009. I do believe eventually a player will average 40 in a 4-game sweep when hot, but doing so on multiple occasions, only Michael Jordan's capable. Holding the record for most points in the 3-game playoff series, 135 total.
A 3-game series? They used to play 3 best of 5? That's... Hey, y'all lucky LeBron didn't get no best of 5 series. Bro would have had 6 rings too.
MJ averaged 45 points against the Miami Heat in the first round of the 92 playoffs.
Come on,
Since
bro.
2003, the opening rounds have gone the best of 7 and not 5, so this record wouldn't be broken. Making 53 shots in the 3-game span, also a record. Scoring
so that's a record that's impossible to break because we never going back to that format.
Plus points in 8 total playoff games. MJ also holds the all-time postseason record for most 40-point games with 38. Even some of the best scorers in Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, and Kevin Durant each have one postseason game of scoring at least 50 points. Will Chamberlain, the closest to Jordan, has 4 of these games. Once again, MJ's in a league of his own. The only player to score 50-plus in back-to-back playoff games. Doing so in the first round of the 88 postseason matchup against the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Jordan used to hate the Cavs, bro. He used to give them a game winner or 50 every time he played them.
Dropped 50 in game 1, followed by 55 in game 2. Absolutely unstoppable. In 179 total playoff games, Jordan scored over 15 points every single one of those games. Nobody with that many postseason games have reached double figures every game they played in the playoffs. Insanely mind-blowing. To add to his greatness, Jordan only has 6 of these games, failing to reach 20 points, having more playoff games, scoring 50 than less than 20. Almost impossible to believe. Jordan holds the all-time finals record for never scoring under 20 points once in the biggest stage, 35 total games. For being in multiple finals, I can see a superstar make 1 or 2 finals.
I love the fact how all Jordan records is in the playoffs, bro. That just proves bro was like probably the most clutch player ever, bro. Between him and Bird, I don't know. Y'all gotta let me know in the comments. I say this every video, but I don't know who's more clutch, Bird or Jordan. Look at these playoff records Jordan got, bro. It's like you can't beat that.
between 4 to 14 games to score 20 plus every single one of them. But in 6 appearances, Jordan's lowest output, 22 points, Game 4 of the 97 finals against Utah, and Game 6 of the 96 finals against Seattle. 22 being the lowest. LeBron averaged 22 his first finals against San Antonio, scoring 35 points in a half in the finals. Still a record against Portland 1992, Game 1.
Oh, that's the game he hit 6 threes. I remember I said that imagine if if teams dare Jordan shoot, he wouldn't make. And y'all talking about this game where Jordan hit 6 threes when the Trailblazers dare him to shoot. I already knew about this. I was just trolling, bro. But for real though, like, still that don't make Jordan a better shooter than LeBron from 3 at least.
6 3-pointers. So much for his lack of 3-point shooting, according to those analytic losers. Having a streak of 632 games without losing 3 straight games, the most by any player between November of...
That's probably the craziest record ever, bro. Not losing 3 games in a row in 8 years.
1990 to June of 98. After starting 0-3 to begin the 90-91 season, MJ's Bulls would never lose 3 games in a row ever as long as he was in uniform. As we've seen from The Last Dance, his approach to the games in practice, demanding excellence from himself and teammates, it is clear Jordan's allergic to losing. Amazing achievements at 35 years old. Not only did MJ become the oldest scoring champion, 28.7 points, but a champion, Finals MVP,
he was all at 35.
All-NBA first team, and defensive first team. The last player to ever come close to having all these accomplishments the same season alone, not counting their age. 2000 Shaquille O'Neal, the only box he didn't check being on defensive first team. Shaq made defensive second team that season. In 2020 alone, some believe LeBron's still the best in the NBA, but there's a strong case for others like Giannis and Kawhi. Unlike the other greats, MJ at 35 being on defensive first team, simply unheard of. Nobody at 35 years old will ever come remotely close to Jordan. Second three-peat in the 3-year span, 2 MVPs, 3 championships, 3 finals MVPs, led the league in scoring.
Bro had 2 careers basically, like, that's crazy.
All 3 years, 3 defensive first teams while missing 0 games. Talk about performing at the highest level, staying true to himself.
0 games missed.
The game, the whole time, there's a reason why.
That's probably the best stat up there. 0 games missed. You're never seeing that again, bro, in the NBA today. It's impossible.
Himself, the fans, and the game.
Load management,
time,
like,
there's a reason why MJ's appreciation
people soft,
and
bro.
greatness will always be cherished. To be able to perform and dominate, even in his mid-30s, is a testament to as perfect a superstar as anyone will get. The term load management does not exist in Jordan's vocabulary. The only player in NBA history to earn more money than his entire team combined in 1998. Jordan earned $33.1 million in salary, more than his whole team. The cap wasn't as high back then, just at over $61 million. The next highest was Ron Harper and Tony Kukoc, $4.5 million. Scottie Pippen just $2.7 million. Talk about being underpaid.
Scottie
as much as the players make today, we will never see another player as marketable and dominant as Jordan's earnings during his era. MJ's also the only player to score over 40 at age 40. During his final season with the Wizards, was originally the oldest player to score over 50 in the game at 38 years old, broken by Jamal Crawford in 2019 at 39. It's clear.
Dang, Kobe wasn't 40 when he retired? Oh, he got drafted straight out of high school, that's why.
Be another 40-year-old as good as Jordan was at that age. Those were 23 records held by the greatest player of all time, whose records will remain in the history books forever. Although there were many other Jordan records to never be broken, I only have room for 23 today. What's the craziest Jordan record in your opinion? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this video. I love all of you. See you next time.
That was a W video, bro. That was definitely a good video, bro. Like, Jordan really OD. It's no way all his records was damn near in the playoffs, bro. Like, that make no sense that bro was that clutch that almost all his records is in the playoffs, bro. Like, I don't even got nothing to say, bro. That's just greatness. That's why Jordan is the GOAT, bro. Like, y'all, I just had to do my research, bro, and I figured it out, bro. He really the GOAT, bro. Because the crazy thing is, I used to have Jordan as my GOAT, like, a couple years ago, but after LeBron got his 4th ring, that's when I switched to LeBron was the GOAT. I ain't gonna lie, because I was like, bro, there's no way he's doing this old, but I see Jordan was still doing it too, but it's just Jordan peak. It's better than LeBron peak, I'm sorry. So if y'all enjoyed this video like me, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. I'm out.
Watch my nigga turn his back on me, now I won't kill some. I just did a song with EST, plus I don't feel nothing. Tryna get a million. This So freaked out, geeked up, deep throat. She won't eat my cherry.